You open your eyes with your heart racing. Golden light floods your room in Olympus. Everything seems perfect, but there's a serious problem. Today is your last day of freedom. You're Persephone, and in less than 12 hours, you're going back to hell. Literally. Most people think they know your story. They think you're just a victim or some dark queen. But what actually happens in these final hours before the descent changes everything. The scent of fresh flowers drifts through the window, birds are singing, and you feel that pang in your chest. You know it'll soon be replaced by sulfur and the wailing of souls. You turn over and see a vibrant garden, because it is. Each flower only exists because you're here. Tomorrow, half of them will wither. I watch you pull the sheets, trying to postpone the inevitable. But it's no use. A deal's a deal, and Hades doesn't renegotiate, especially after that whole pomegranate seed thing. You get up and see your reflection. Loose hair, radiant. Skin, bright eyes, enjoy it. In a few hours, this is going to look completely different. Feet on cold marble. Through the window, gardens burst with life. Flowers blooming, bees buzzing, a deer drinking water. All beautiful, all temporary. It's like Sunday night before a terrible Monday, except your Monday lasts 6 months in the land of the dead. Demeter's already at breakfast, annual drama. You look pale. You need to eat before going down to that horrible place. She pushes fruits, bread, honey at you. You look at it thinking, tomorrow there's no breakfast. Souls don't have snacks. You chew on a pomegranate. Irony is your favorite seasoning, while mom lists your husband's flaws. He doesn't even come up here. That palace is a tomb. She's not wrong. But swallowing the red seeds, you remember? 6 seeds sealed your fate. Each one worth a month down there. Each bite cost you 30 days of darkness. Worst caloric investment in history. I would have spit them out, but who am I? To judge decisions made under pressure? Demeter continues. She'll wither away. Crops will die. World will freeze. Same speech every year. You nod at the right moments. Part of you feels guilty. Billions will starve. But another part, tired of it all, thinks, I didn't create this system. After breakfast, you walk through the gardens for the last time in 6 months. Each step makes flowers bloom with desperate urgency, as if they know it's the last day. You touch a rose bush. It explodes in red buds. A butterfly lands on your shoulder. You stop at the fountain, crystal water, rainbows in the droplets. You reach out, feel the cold. Simple, beautiful. You close your eyes and record it. Soft grass, gentle breeze, warm sun. Down there has none of this, just torches that don't warm frozen stone, a river of lamentations, anticipatory nostalgia for something you haven't even lost yet. Noon arrives too fast. Aphrodite shows up to help, gossip, while choosing your clothes, brings dresses, jewelry, perfumes. Arrive looking gorgeous, she says, applying rouge forcefully. Show him what he's getting for 6 months. The mirror shows the spring goddess, radiant skin, flowers in your hair, a dress of petals. Perfect, Aphrodite concludes, ready to descend to the realm of the dead. Absurd even to her. You try to smile, comes out as a grimace. There's no right look for going back to hell. Goodbyes on loop. Apollo promises a sad song. Artemis offers hunting, you decline. Ares makes a terrible joke about conquering death. Everyone's supportive, pats on the back, but nobody offers to trade places. Funny, right? Easy to pity someone when you're eating ambrosia in the sun. Before you descend into darkness, I need to ask you something quick. Are you the type who prefers the safe light of Olympus or the dark truth of the underworld? Here on the channel, we explore both sides of mythology, unfiltered. If you want to understand the minds of the gods and not miss any stories like today's, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. Most people only see the surface, but if you're still here, I know you like going deep into the story. Welcome to our clan. Now, take a deep breath. The descent is about to begin. Demeter walks with you to the entrance. The path is a visual countdown. Flowers sparse, rare, non-existent. Trees twist, light dies. You feel the change in your skin. Crown drying, colors fading, youth draining in slow motion. But you're immortal, so this repeats eternally. Cave entrance, a black hole sucking in hope, temperature 10 degrees colder. Demeter hugs you. The world will freeze. I'll wither away. Children will starve. Consoling pats. Mom, we have this talk twice a year for centuries. Predictable drama. You look back. Olympus glows golden. Part of you wants to run back. Lock yourself in. Pretend the deal doesn't exist. But deals with primordial gods don't have cancellation clauses. You enter the cave. Everything changes. Temperature drops, summer to winter in 3 steps. Light disappears, becomes ghostly glow. Smell shifts from flowers to mineral, damp, ancient. You look at your clothes, dress darkening in real time. Purple, blood red, black. Fabric gets heavy, becomes velvet that sucks in light. Gold turns old bronze. Hair falls heavy, dark, severe. You're no longer the spring girl. You're becoming the queen of the underworld. And the disturbing part? A piece of you feels at home. The path spirals down. Stalactites drip echoes. Air gets heavy. The existential weight of millions of souls waiting for judgment. Peace to simply exist after life. Then you hear it, the river. The Styx doing its eternal job. The sound of water, deep, threatening, as if it knows what it represents. Charon's at the shore, hunched over his oar. Persephone, he grumbles. Welcome back. Zero enthusiasm. Black wooden boat rocks. Charon rows mechanically. Shadows of souls float in the water. Some confused, touching their own faces. Others resigned. One tries to speak. Charon smacks his oar. Respect. She's the queen. Exactly. Up there, you're Demeter's daughter, the poor kidnapped girl. Here you rule, judge, decide eternal fates. The boat docks. The underworld reveals itself. Tartarus pulsing red, where the worst serve eternal punishments. Elysian fields, pale gold, where heroes pretend at happiness. In the center, the palace, your home. Voluntary prison for 6 months. Hades on the steps. Black robes, pale skin, ebony crown, serious expression. You're back. 2 words, no obvious emotion. You don't know whether to say, "Hi, honey," or "What can you do?" You opt for, "A deal's a deal." Something crosses his face, smile or facial spasm. He offers his arm, touch is cold, but familiar. 6 apart, 6 together. The most complicated relationship cycle in mythology. You enter, palace just as you remembered. Ceilings vanish in darkness, obsidian columns, torches that merely exist. You pass a black silver mirror and stop. The reflection isn't you anymore. It is you, but not today's you. Eyes changed, sweetness gone. Intensity pierces through. Gaze penetrating, dangerous. Hair severe, bone pins. Flower crown, dark silver tiara with poppies. Flowers of eternal sleep. Transformation complete. Spring died, queen awakened. And here's what nobody tells you about being queen of the underworld. There's no rest. There's backlogged work, a line of souls. 6 months of backup because Hades alone can't process everyone efficiently. You sit on the throne beside him. Throne disturbingly comfortable, molded to your body. Stone that feels soft, velvet that absorbs light. Ahead, line stretches to the horizon. Thousands awaiting verdict. First soul. Transparent. Man confused. You look and see everything. Don't need him to tell you. You simply know. Every choice, action, thought. I don't deserve Tartarus, he begins. I only did what I had to survive. You look deeper, betrayal after betrayal, friends sold out, family abandoned. You betrayed everyone who trusted you, you say, calmly but cutting. Tartarus, level 3. He opens his mouth to protest. Shadow guards already drag him away. You don't blink. Next, young woman, trembling hands. I stole food because my daughter was hungry. Do I deserve punishment? You examine. See hunger, despair, impossible choice. Asphodel fields. And it continues. Soul after soul. Each decision, eternal weight. Hades watches. Pride, relief, satisfaction at having help. But something strange. Competence, purpose. Each soul, judged with justice, finds its correct place in eternity. Each decision maintains cosmic balance. Up there, you made flowers grow. Here, you maintain order between life and death. Which is more important? The question hangs. Hours later, you stop for rest. Dinner in the hall. Black candles. Adequate food. Hades had them prepare dishes you like. You eat listening to updates. Sisyphus tried pushing his rock sideways. Tantalus keeps complaining. Furies are excited. It's like any job, except the office is literally hell. After dinner, you walk the corridors. Steps echo. You stop at a balcony overlooking nothing. Souls wander out there, millions of them. Your jurisdiction, enormous responsibility, absolute power. Hades joins you, says nothing. Strange comfort, sharing death's weight with the only one who understands. 6 months, you say, and then you go back. He responds, always been this way, always will be. You divide it. Spring and death, daughter and queen. Part of you hates it, the part that remembers sun, flowers, freedom. But another part looks at this realm, this power, this crucial responsibility and thinks, here I truly matter. Night arrives, or what they call night here. You go to the bedroom with tapestries from the upper world, jewels that capture light. A bed comfortable for the realm of the dead. You lie down and look at the rock ceiling. 12 hours ago, you were looking at open sky. Now there's stone, darkness, certainty. You close your eyes. Tomorrow, more souls, more responsibilities, 6 more months of darkness and absolute power. Up there, leaves falling, Demeter crying, world cooling. But down here, the Queen has arrived. Billions of souls can sleep peacefully, knowing someone's in charge, maintaining balance. There's satisfaction in that. Small, strange, but real. I end watching you fall asleep. Transformation complete for another cycle. 6 months spring, 6 months death, and tomorrow it starts again. Work, judgment, weight, power, all over again. Until spring calls and the cycle reverses. Because you're Persephone, the only deity condemned to be 2 opposite things for eternity. The flower girl and the lady of death. Victim of the deal and executor of eternal justice. At least the food here doesn't have pomegranates. That would be too much irony even for the gods.